이번 주에도 돌아온 고품격인지는 잘 모르겠지만 한국어 영어 반반 팟캐스트 하프앤하프의 정태웅입니다. 반갑습니다.
And I'm Jeep. Welcome to Half and Half. We're going to have a fun conversation today in English and Korean. What is the topic you picked for today? Please tell us.
네, 이번 주제는 제가 골랐는데요. 바로 수영입니다.
Yeah. Swimming, I guess we would call it in English. Yeah.
네, 맞아요.
음.
그 지난 시간에 우리가 뭐 이런저런 이야기를 하면서 녹화 이전이나 이후에 하면서 뭐 요즘 어떻게 지내는지 뭐 일주일 동안 별일 없었는지 그런 얘기를 하잖아요.
That's right.
네. 그래서 제가 지금 녹화를 하고 있는 때가 11월 초인데 네, 제가 10월 1일부터 난생 처음 수영을 배우기 시작했다고 얘기했잖아요.
Yeah, I'm really so whenever, we talk about like our daily lives a little bit like you said, and it makes me so happy that you're learning to swim. To me that's like that makes me really really happy just because there's a lot of reasons. The main one in my opinion, it is so important for your own safety to learn how to swim. Like not swimming is so dangerous. And so it makes me just happy to know that you'll be more safe knowing how to swim. So that's the most important thing. But also it's just really fun. It's good exercise. It's like in the summer, if it's like a really good like just way to relax and enjoy yourself. So yeah.
그렇죠. 네. 그래서 이번 주제를 고른 이유의 큰 하나는 그때 얘기하면서 저는 수영을 제가 만으로 32살인데 태어나서 수영을 처음 배워보는 거라
Wow.
예, 그러니까 제 입장에서는 도저히 어떻게 하는지 모르겠고 물에 어떻게 뜨는지 모르겠는데 근데 찌프가 그때 그 얘기 했잖아요. 그 찌프가 자기는 어떻게 하면 수영을 못하는지 모르겠다고.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, I learned to swim at a very young age, like maybe when I was 5 years old or 4 years old, like before I really have any memory of it. And I would say in our culture in USA, that's true for a lot of people. Most people learn to swim when they're very, very, very young. So, so yeah, it's hard for me to understand the concept of not being able to swim because it's just it feels so natural to me. And yeah, when I was younger, I also I did like competitive swimming, I guess you would call it.
그렇게 얘기해요?
Yeah. So when I was like in elementary school, I guess before middle school, I did, swimming as fast as possible in like swimming races and things like that.
네.
And so in our culture, I don't know about Korea, but it's probably the same, but there's four major strokes. We call them strokes.
맞아요.
So tell me what they're called in Korean when I name them. So the first one we call freestyle.
자유형.
Okay, 자유형. That makes sense. Freestyle.
네.
And it can also be called like the forward stroke. So forward stroke or freestyle. Okay.
근데 이렇게 하는 거.
Yeah, this one.
네.
Very very simple.
자유형. 네.
The second one we call backstroke. So that's where you lay back and you go this way.
네.
What's that?
한국어로는 배영이라고 해요. 배영.
배영?
근데
okay, I see.
근데 그게 왜 배영인지는 잘 모르겠어요, 사실.
Well, pay would be like your belly, right?
그냥 그 배라서 그런가?
Yeah.
배가 위로 가서?
Yeah, because young, I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me somehow.
네.
So we call that backstroke. Number 3, we call breaststroke because you're swimming like this. So this is your breast.
그게 저병인가?
What? What do you mean?
그게 저병인가?
I don't know.
잠시만요. 제가 아직 거기까지 안 배워서.
Sure.
잠시만요.
Yeah, I'll wait. Some people also call this the frog stroke because it's a little bit like a frog.
그게 제가 아직 모르는 게 저병이랑 평영 있거든요.
Okay.
요거는 평영이에요. 평영.
평. Oh, okay.
네, 개구리처럼 가는 거.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The frog stroke. Yeah.
어,
So we call that
평영.
breaststroke.
음.
That when I was racing, like doing swimming competitions and stuff, that was my best stroke. I was very fast at breaststroke.
오, 그렇구나.
Yeah. And then the last one, the hardest one, is butterfly. Butterfly.
그-
So that's where you go over like
이렇게
this.
이렇게.
Yeah,
예.
like a dolphin kind of. Yeah.
네, 맞아요.
It's so difficult.
이렇게 하는 거.
Yeah.
아, 그게 힘들어요?
Yeah. No, it's really really hard. Have you tried it yet?
아니, 아직 저는 아직 자유형이랑 배영 이제 막
okay.
배워서.
That was my worst stroke. I was very bad at that.
그렇구나.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So which ones have you learned so far?
자유형하고 배영을 배우기 시작했는데요. 그러니까 아직 제대로 못 하는 거죠.
Really? Okay.
네, 일단 엎드려서 앞으로 가는 자유형은 그 패드 잡고 하잖아요. 물에
Sure.
뜨기 힘들어서.
Sure.
네, 그 패드를 안 잡으면 그 물에 뜰 수가 없어요.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I think when you're first learning how to kick, so we call it kicking.
네.
Learning how to kick separately from learning how to stroke is important. So when you hold the what do we call it in English? We call it a kickboard actually, I think.
오,
I know.
킥판이라고 해요.
Kickboard, yeah. So you hold it with your hands and just kick. So
아,
we call that
그래서
the kickboard.
킥보드구나. 그래서
Yeah.
킥판. 잡고 킥만 하면 되니까.
Yeah. So we used that a lot when I did like swimming practice to like try to exercise our kicks and improve that. But you can hold it a lot of different ways. So
맞아요.
and then what else was I gonna say? I guess so tell me a little bit about when you're learning, like what is that class like? How many people are in your class? And how long is it? Just give me some details so I can imagine what you're doing.
네, 이게 좀
Yeah.
이게 제가 다니는 곳 말고 다른 곳들도 다 똑같은지 모르겠는데요. 좀 웃기거든요.
Sure.
그게 어떻게 되냐면 그 수영장이 꽤 넓어요. 그러면 레인이 10개가 있는데 그 제가 가는 시간은 레슨만 해서 수업만 해서 그 모든 레인에서 수업을 하는데 그 1, 2, 3번 레인은 초급반이에요. 네, 그리고 뭐 4, 5, 6 뭐 중급 뭐 이런 식으로.
Okay.
네, 근데 또 이 초급 레인 1, 2, 3 중에서도 진짜 초급은 1번 레인이고
Okay.
네, 조금 잘하면 2번 레인 초급반으로 가고 그렇게 하는데 1번 레인에 초급 중에 초급인 사람들이 많으면 한 15명?
Okay. All right. So at the pool, there's about 10 different lanes, and
네.
the first few lanes are for beginners, the middle is for middle, and then the last are for more advanced. And when you're in the first lane, which is the most basic learning, there's about 10 or 15 people? Or
맞아요.
Yeah.
10명에서 15명.
Okay. Yeah, about 15 people who are all learning together.
네,
Okay.
네. 그리고 수업 시간은 50분이거든요.
Okay. And
네, 50분.
so there's about 50 people?
아니요. 시간이.
Oh, sorry. You said poon. I thought you meant people.
네, 저는 제가 수업 듣는 시간은 9시부터 9시 50분까지인데.
Okay. So it's about for 50 minutes is while you learn.
네.
Okay. Yeah.
그래서 준비 운동 한 5분 빼면 45분 동안 하는 거거든요. 근데 문제는 그 초급 레인이 3개 정도 된다고 했잖아요. 근데 이 3개 레인을 선생님이 한 명이 봐요.
Yeah.
한 명의 선생님이 3개의 레인을 봐요.
Right.
그러면은 레인 하나당 10명 정도 되는데 사람이.
Right.
그러면 45분의 짧은 시간 동안 그 10명, 30명에서 40명, 50명 정도 되는 사람을 다 가르쳐야 되는 거죠.
Right.
그러니까 사실 잘 막 자세히 못 가르쳐 줘요.
Okay, I see. So there's one teacher for the beginner, the first 3 lanes, and
네.
in each lane there can be up to 10 people, and so it's like very crowded for that time.
네, 네.
I see. Okay. Okay. And then the people, like, how many classes have you gone to? Like, how many times have you gone?
그거는 또
Yeah.
그 일주일에 4번이거든요.
Mm-hmm. So you go
네.
4 times a week?
네, 네, 네.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay.
화, 수, 목, 금 이렇게 가요. 월요일
Okay.
쉬고 네, 화, 수, 목, 금.
And then how many weeks did you go?
제가 10월 1일부터 갔으니까
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4 한 4주 정도 될 거예요. 왜냐면은
Wow.
그 10월에 추석이 있어서
Yeah, yeah.
한,
There's a break there.
네, 일주일 정도 못 갔거든요.
Okay.
문을 안 열어서.
Okay. So you've gone more than 10 times, like maybe
그쵸.
almost 20 times.
한 15번 정도 된 것
Okay,
같아요.
okay. All right. So do you recognize the people in your class? Like, do you see them more than once?
그쵸.
Okay. Have you made friends with anybody there? Sorry, I'm asking you a lot
아니요.
of questions, but I'm really curious about how this works.
아니요.
Okay.
아직 그러진 않은데
Yeah.
근데 가면 되게 반갑게 인사는 하고
Okay, okay. Sure.
또 끝날 때쯤 서로 좀 힘드네요. 이런 말을 좀 해요.
Yeah, that's true. You're all tired by the end, but you recognize people, you're friendly with them. That's fine. And then the people in your class, like, what is the age ranges? And is it mostly men or mostly women?
대부분 여성분들이 많은 것 같고
Mm-hmm.
그리고 나이대가 좀 높아요.
Okay. Most
Okay.
people are older than you.
네네 아무래도 평일 오전이라서
Okay.
네, 뭐 직장에 안 다니거나 아니면 뭐 좀 자영업을 하시는
Mm-hmm.
저보다 나이 좀 많은 남자분들
Okay.
그런 분들이 조금 있어요.
Okay. So all of this actually sounds very similar to USA when like not children, but when older like adults have swimming lessons. All of that sounds very, very similar, almost exactly the same, honestly.
그렇구나.
But yeah, the thing that surprises me, before this episode, before we started recording, I went and checked the statistics. So 80% of Americans can swim. And
네.
40% of Koreans can swim.
반이네요, 딱.
Yeah, almost half. But
오.
but yeah, it's really surprising to me that like Korea, it's surrounded by ocean. It has so much coastline. Well, maybe not coastline,
그렇네.
but it has so much ocean.
그렇네요.
But people can't swim. It really surprises me. It's weird.
맞네.
Yeah.
삼면이 바다로 둘러싸여 있고 그리고
Yeah.
강도 많거든요, 우리나라.
Right. But like in USA, like even if you go to like Kansas, like right in the middle of the USA, there's no coast, there's no water, there's no nothing. People still know how to swim there. I don't.
그렇구나.
Yeah.
그게 제 생각엔 교육 시스템의 차이인 것 같아요.
I think so. I mean, it's not part of regular school activities, but I think I'm trying to think of how to explain this. So when parents raise their children, there's a lot of things you have to teach your children, like how to use the toilet, how to use
네.
how to eat properly, how to use your forks and spoons and stuff. But they consider swimming as an important thing that they have to teach their children, and so it's just part of the culture that we teach that. And so sometimes I would say some children maybe get like paid swimming lessons.
네.
But a lot of children never take swimming lessons. They just go to the pool with their parents, and their parents are there, and their parents encourage them to get in the water and go deeper, and then just keep practicing. So,
그렇구나.
yeah.
참.
Mhm.
그 확실히 문화 차이인 것 같기도 하고.
Yeah, I think so.
네.
Mhm.
근데 제가 어릴 때는 안 그랬는데
Mhm.
요즘 한국 학교는 초등학교부터 그 어린아이들 때부터 그 수영 수업을 하더라고요.
Mhm.
네, 그래서 그게 되게 좋은 것 같아요.
Yeah, I think so. That's good.
네.
Okay, there's another cultural difference that I've noticed and I want to talk about. This is another thing that kind of confuses me. I want to talk about bathing suits.
뭐요?
Bathing suits is what we call it in English.
베이징 숯?
Yeah, it's the clothes that you wear when you swim. We call it bathing suit.
아,
Yeah.
그냥 스윙수트라고 안 해요?
Do we call it swimsuit? You can call it that too. Which is bathing suits, swimsuits.
오, 저 그건 몰랐어요.
I think we both use them both pretty much the same amount. Yeah, they're both work. But yeah, bathing suit. So in American culture, men usually wear what we just call trunks or board shorts.
네.
So it's just the shorts. And then women will either wear a one-piece or a two-piece swimsuit. We would call it.
맞아요.
Oh, swimsuit, bathing suit. I don't know why I said bathing suit.
네.
Anyway, but whenever, so I've been to a few swimming places in Korea when I visited, and whenever I look at pictures, people usually have like very like long sleeve suits and all the way down to the legs, and maybe even a hood sometimes. Like it's like completely covered. Can you explain this? Because I'm really confused by this.
그 래쉬가드?
Yeah.
그거 좀 이상하게 보이긴 해요.
A little bit. Yeah, it looks weird to me.
좀 웃기긴 하죠.
Yeah.
예. 아니 그게 그 언젠가부터 확 유행을 하기 시작했거든요.
It's always been that way for a long time.
아니에요.
Oh, you're saying recently.
그러니까 딱 어느 순간부터.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
근데 그게 정확히 언젠지는 기억 안 나는데 저 성인 되고 나서였던 것 같거든요.
Mm-hmm.
딱 그때 갑자기 어디선가 래쉬가드라는 게 소개가 돼서
Mm-hmm.
막 한두 명 입기 시작하더니 다 그것만 입는 거예요. 근데 아무래도 한국인들이 그 자기 외모가 다른 사람들한테 어떻게 보이는지를 신경 많이 쓰고 또 막 뭐 자기 몸매가 막 뭐 그렇게 뛰어나지 않은데 막 드러나게 보여주는 걸 좀 싫어해서 유행을 한 게 아닐까 생각을 해요.
I hadn't thought about that. Do you think is that really the reason, or is that just your guess?
제 추측이고요.
Okay.
그리고
Yeah.
그리고 또 지금 드는 생각은 뭐 또 한국인들이 뭐 아닌 사람도 많은데
Mm-hmm.
그 비교적 예전에는 더 그 살이 타는 걸 좀 많이 안 좋아했거든요. 피부를 하얗게 유지하고 싶어 했어요. 많은 사람들이.
Right.
그래서 다 가렸나 싶기도 하고.
Okay. I can see that as a good reason, maybe. So you're basically saying people are concerned about their appearance and how others might see them, and so they're worried about like gaining weight and what their skin looks like and things like that. So they just
네네.
cover it up to make it more
네.
simple, I guess. So in our culture, we have the same thing sort of in that people care about their appearance and what they look like, but when we go to the pool, I'm trying to think of how to say this. People who care about their appearance who go to the pool get very, very self-conscious. We call it self-conscious, where you're like worried about people looking at you. You don't like it,
네네.
but they just go anyway. Like,
그래요?
like, yeah, like, so like, for example, like I might say, oh, I don't like how my legs look or whatever, but like I'm swimming. So like, oh, well, like, that, I don't like the feeling, but I'll still just do it anyway.
오, 강하다.
Yeah, I guess maybe we're stronger. I don't know. We just push through like the uncomfortability with like doing
네.
that. Yeah.
오.
But
근데 저도 그래요.
okay.
네.
But for me, like wearing shorts when I swim, so I've never worn long sleeves or long pants when I swim. But
네.
to me, I think it dries faster. Like I would worry about the clothes being wet for much longer after I get out of the pool and feeling like cold. So I don't know. That's the first thing I would think about.
그렇네요.
Yeah. Okay, here's another thing though. This is the same thing, but Koreans also wear hats when they swim. And I've never in USA do people usually wear hats. Like either like the big kind of like floppy hats. Or even
네.
baseball caps. Like I see that all the time in Korea. It really surprises me.
아, 그래요?
Am I crazy?
어? 그런 막 뭐 호텔 수영장 뭐 이런
Yeah,
곳에서요?
yeah. Uh-huh.
아, 그러면 그럴 수도 있겠다.
Yeah.
그, 그 제가 가는
Mm.
그 뭐 레슨 하는 그 이런 수영장에서는
Mm-hmm.
그 고무 그 타이즈 같은 모자를 무조건 써야 되거든요.
Right. Oh, you're talking about, so we call that swim cap. Swim cap goes like
어.
very, very tight over your head.
네,
right?
네, 네.
That's not what I'm talking about.
아, 근데
Yeah.
예, 근데 이제 그거를 쓰는 이유가
Yeah.
이제 머리카락 막 그 수영장에 안 빠지게 하려고 그런 거잖아요.
Oh, is that the reason?
아닌가?
So in my culture, and when I think about the swim cap, we usually wear that for speed, because when your hair is in the water, it's
맞아요.
it drags, so it slows you down. If you have the cap, you can go much faster. So all like competitive swimmers will wear a swim cap.
근데 그것도 맞죠.
Yeah. But it's not to keep the hair out of the pool. That's not the reason.
그렇구나. 근데 한국인들은 그걸
Yeah.
엄청 중요시해요.
Ah, really?
네, 그래서 막 수영장 들어가기 전에도 막 무조건 엄청 깨끗하게 씻어야 되고.
Yeah.
그런 거 되게
We do
네.
that too. Yeah. You're right. We take a shower
그래요?
before we get in the pool. Yeah.
네. 그걸 되게 중요시 하는데 제
Yeah.
생각에는 그런 막 꼭 그 타이즈 수영모를 안 써도 되는 수영장에서까지 그렇게 쓰는 건 아무래도 막 약간 그런 배려의 부분이 있지 않을까 생각이 드네요.
I see. Okay.
네.
Yeah. I mean, more what I was talking about with the hats was because there's like outdoor swimming areas, like there's a lot of sun, right? And it can get very hot. So people wear hats for shade. That's what I see in Korea. But in in our culture, before we go in the water or the ocean, we take our hats off and then go in. Like we don't wear our hats when we're swimming.
근데 맞아요. 얼굴 타는 거 진짜 싫어하거든요.
You don't like to get a tan?
한국 사람들이 많은 사람들이 예.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Very good. Okay, I think you've figured something out.
네.
In our culture, tan is considered like good or
맞아요.
like, yeah, it's kind of cool looking when people have tans. So I think maybe people wear not long sleeves. They wear no sleeves, like no shirt at all,
네.
and no hat, maybe just sunglasses. Is so that they can get a tan while they swim. Maybe
그렇죠.
that's the reason.
맞아요.
Okay, I will accept that as the reason why, because I maybe that's it.
예. 그러니까 그냥 얼굴 타는 거 진짜 싫어해서.
I see.
네.
Interesting.
맞습니다.
But yeah, like you said, people shower before they get in the pool.
네.
That's usually like a rule in our culture is like you must
네.
take a shower before you go in the pool.
네, 맞아요.
Yeah. That's cool.
근데 그게 한국이 특히 그 부분에서 되게 좀 엄격한 것 같아요.
Why? Oh, it's very strict. I see. Yeah.
네.
Yeah.
그리고 막 그 수영장에 들어가기 전에 샤워를 할 때는 그 막 무조건 그 빡빡 씻어야 돼요. 네,
Yeah.
엄청 깨끗하게.
I see. Yeah, it's a little bit strict with us. I would say people will usually like rinse in a shower for 15 seconds at the least, 15 seconds to maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds. So not a lot of cleaning, but just making sure they rinse everything off.
비슷하네요.
Okay.
네.
I was going to say something else about swimming. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about, you said the swimming lessons you're taking.
네.
Are you learning how to, we call it tread water. Do you know what that means? Tread water?
그게 뭐예요? 트레드밀의 물 버전인가요?
Similar. Okay. So when you're in the water, so you're in the water
네.
and you're floating. So you're
네.
not touching the ground, you're just floating.
네.
When you go like this and you're staying, like keeping you're able to breathe. You're keeping your head above water.
네.
But that's all. Not going forward, not going backward, not going any direction. Staying in one place. Like we call that treading water. Have you learned how to tread water?
아니요. 아직 안 배웠는데.
You should do that too.
근데 저는 그게 수영보다 더 중요한 것 같아요.
Yeah, true.
네, 그 앞으로 가는 것보다 일단 그거부터 배워야 될 것 같은데.
Maybe so. Yeah. I think when we do swimming lessons here, we usually learn treading water first.
그렇구나.
Yeah. Yeah. And it takes practice, and to like swim classes will sometimes have like not a certificate, but like you have some kind of test to prove
네.
that you learned how to swim.
네.
And part of the test will be tread water for maybe 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes, like in some amount of time. Like for example, in the military, like in the Navy, they have to take a swimming test. And the test would be like, you need to tread water for, I'm making up a number, 30 minutes. Like a long time.
본 것 같아요. 그 기준을. 저도 예전에.
Wait a minute. Did you do your military service?
저는 이거 어떻게 설명해야 되지?
Yeah. Oh no. Is this personal? Sorry.
아니요. 아니
Okay.
이게 약간 쉬운 한국어로 설명하려고 하니까.
Okay.
제가 중고등학생 때 수술을 여러 번 받았다 했잖아요. 그래서
Yeah, you had a surgery.
네네. 그래서 저는 일반적인 군대 캠프로 가지 않고
Yeah.
처음 한 4주였나? 5주 정도 캠프 가서 훈련을 받고 다시 나와서 시청 구청 이런 그냥 있는 정부 서비스 하는 곳들 있잖아요.
Okay.
그런 곳에서 그냥 사무 업무 같은 걸 좀 했어요.
Oh, okay. I see.
네.
So you did some basic training for like 5 weeks, and you did some service within like the city, basically.
맞아요.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I was just thinking about Korean military. Okay, so here's why I'm confused. So I had a brother who was in the Navy,
네.
and so I got to learn a little bit about what the naval training was like for him, and learning how to not learning how to tread water, but taking treading water tests and things like that. And so then I was thinking about, oh wait, all the men in Korea go into the military. They must learn how to swim and tread water. But then I'm like, wait a minute. Is that not part of the training? So I don't know.
근데 미국 군대도
Yeah.
네이비가 있고 실이 있고 뭐가 있고 뭐가 있지 않아요?
Right. Yeah. There's different branches. So we have Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. Those are the main ones. There's a few others. National Guard is maybe the last one. So yeah.
Yeah. 한국도 거의 비슷하거든요. 네, 그냥 아미가 아마 육군일 거예요. 땅에서 하는 거. 그리고 에어포스가 공군이고.
Right.
그리고 네이비, 마린 이렇게 있는데. 근데 육군은 그렇게 막 트레드 워터 훈련은 안 할 것 같은데 제 생각엔.
Okay, I see.
네.
All right. Okay. So what else is there to say about swimming? Swimming. Oh, okay. I have one more thing to say about swimming. So children,
네.
when they go in the pool, whether they know how to swim or not, often they have what we call water wings. So like on their arm, here,
네.
it's like inflatable, like this,
네.
that kind of lets them float.
튜브 같은 거를 팔에 차고
It's
하죠.
like a tube, but when I was young,
네.
when I was young, it was just on the arms, only like right here on the arms, like here and
네.
here. We called those water wings. Do you have those in Korea? I don't know. Actually.
있어요.
Okay.
네. 그래서 제가 듣는 레슨 시간에도 가끔씩 옆에 있는 초등학교에서 수업하러 오거든요. 그럼 이제 꼬마 아이들이 팔에 이거 다 하고
Right.
막 물에 붕덩 들어가더라고요.
Right.
네.
All right. We haven't talked about diving.
다이빙, 네.
So, have you tried jumping off of a high dive or anything like that?
한 번도 안 해봤어요.
Or a diving board, not a high one, but just a low one. Diving board?
한 번도
Okay,
안
okay,
해봤어요.
all right. Too dangerous for you?
예.
It makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
예. 근데 저 해보고 싶거든요.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's fun. I really liked jumping off diving boards when I tried it a little bit. Mm-hmm.
그 사실
Mm-hmm.
사실 제가 수영을 배우기 시작한 이유가
Mm-hmm.
그 제가 10월에 처음 배웠잖아요.
Mm-hmm.
배우기 시작했잖아요.
Mm-hmm.
그게 제가 방글라데시에서 그 만든 한국인 친구들 중에
음.
그 한 명이 일 때문에 1년 정도 라오스에 가서 살게 된 거예요.
음.
그래서 지금 라오스에 있어요.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
네. 근데 그 라오스 가면 막 블루 라군이라고 해서 막 에메랄드 빛에 막 호수 막 연못 막 이런 거 있고 강 있고
Yeah.
거기서
absolutely.
막 다이빙하고 수영하고 사람들 놀잖아요.
Right.
근데 그렇게 친구가 라오스에 가서 살고 집이 있으니까 그러면은 야, 우리 거기 가서 같이 놀자. 이번에 겨울에 라오스 놀러 가서 좀 수영하고 다이빙 하자. 이렇게 얘기를 한 거예요.
Right. So do you already have plans to go to Laos and visit?
아, 예, 그래서
Uh-huh.
12월이나 1월에
음.
그 라오스에 가기로 약속을 하고 제가 수영 레슨을 등록한 거예요.
Good idea. Yeah, great idea. Mm-hmm.
그런데
Mm-hmm.
얘기를 하다 보니 뭐 라오스가 뭐 요즘 뭐 좀 안 좋은 문제들이 좀 있어서
I haven't heard that, but go ahead.
네네 안 좋은 문제들에 좀 위험이 생겨서 여행을 가기 안 좋아졌대요. 지금 좀 위험하대요.
I see. Uh-huh.
그래서 여행지를 베트남으로 바꿨어요.
Really? Okay.
네, 베트남으로 바꿨는데 뭐 호텔 수영장 가서 하면 되니까.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
네. 그래서 수영을 계속 열심히 다녀야지 했는데
Mm-hmm.
근데 지난주에
Mm-hmm.
그 라오스 사는 친구가 갑자기 자기 일 때문에 이 날짜에 자기가 여행을 못 간대요.
Oh, really?
네, 그래서 여행이 취소됐어요.
But
수영장-
you're still gonna keep learning how to swim anyway.
그건 그렇죠. 예.
Oh, good. Yeah. There'll be some other opportunity in the future, like you can either go somewhere and swim or.
당연하죠. 맞아요.
Yeah.
맞아요.
That's cool. There's so okay. So one of the places that I went swimming in Korea was the Olympic Park in Seoul, I think it is. I think it was in Seoul. Maybe it was in Busan. I don't remember anymore.
서울일 거예요. 아마.
I think it was in Seoul. Yeah.
네.
Okay. And so I went there. There was a lot of people swimming. It was like an indoor swimming pool. Like it was like covered. It was very, very beautiful. And the diving area there was like a really high like diving board. And so I'm a better swimmer than my wife. She swims too. But since we went to an Olympic swimming pool, it was our first time going to one. We're like, we should both try the diving board at least one time, right?
네.
So I dove in and it was fine.
오.
And my wife, she went to the diving board, and when she went to jump off, she kind of slipped, slipped and fell. So she wasn't ready. It's just she like hit the water and like made a big splash.
아, 네.
But the way she described it, because we'd been in Korea, she had like gotten a little bit of a sun and like a tan, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had tanned. She said when I hit the water, it slapped the tan off of me, like slapped the tan off. Like that was how she described it. So that was our experience at the swimming pool, but it was really fun.
그 많이 높았어요?
Yeah, it was high. It was, I don't know how high, but it was very high. Yeah.
오. 와우.
Yeah.
와, 나도 해보고 싶다. 좀 멋지게 해보고 싶네요. 한번. 네.
Yeah. What else is there to say about swimming? I don't know. Have you ever watched Olympic swimming?
저 지난 올림픽 한번 본 것 같은데.
Mm-hmm.
네. 올림픽을 잘 챙겨 보지는 않는데
Mm-hmm.
제 누나가 한창 그 수영을 엄청 열심히 하고 있어서
Mm-hmm.
몇 년째 열심히 하고 있어서
Mm-hmm.
그때 누나가 막 틀어서 같이 봤던 기억이 있어요.
Oh, okay, cool.
한국 선수들 잘하던데.
I see. Yeah.
네.
Yeah, when I was younger and doing competitive swimming, I watched a little bit. And it was okay. I don't know. I just remembered something though.
네.
So I was telling you that like breaststroke was my best stroke, the
네.
frog stroke. In one of the competitions where I was swimming, so I was doing this stroke. When you get to the end, the race ends when you touch the side. That when you touch, that's
네,
the
네,
end.
네.
But at the very end, when I touched, instead of doing this,
네.
I did like this.
이렇게.
Yeah.
네.
But in breaststroke, that's considered against the rules. You can't touch one than the other. So I was disqualified from the race. Like I don't remember if I got first or second place, but even though I finished the race first, I was disqualified. I got no score because I touched like that. It was so annoying.
좀 속이 쓰렸겠네요. 좀 한동안.
Anyway, I just remembered that.
그랬구나.
Mm-hmm.
야, 그래도 1등으로 했는데.
Yeah. Anyway.
그랬구나.
Yep. Was there any other swimming things you wanted to talk about?
뭐 글쎄요. 그 어릴 때 그렇게 자연스럽게 수영을 배울 때는
Mm-hmm.
안 무서웠어요?
No, not at all. I was never scared. The only thing, I mean, I wasn't scared, but the thing that I didn't like when I was younger about swimming was backstroke, because so you can see I'm not fat. I'm kind of thin, right?
네. 저도 그래요. 저도.
So the more fat that you have, the better you float. It's much easier to float when you have fat. So for me, like even when I was younger, I was pretty skinny, and so it was pretty hard for me to float. And so when I tried to do backstroke, like floating on my back, I would always like lay on my back and then I would just sink under the water. I wouldn't actually stay up.
네.
And so like when I would start to sink, then like the water would like go in my nose. And I was like, So I really hated that so much because I was just terrible. For a long time, I was bad at backstroke. I got better at it, but it took me a while. So yeah, it was so annoying.
지금 제가 그래요.
Okay.
네.
I think the most important thing I learned eventually, at least for me, is that keeping your lungs very full helps you float a lot. It's like so important for backstroke.
근데 그게 지금의 저는 딜레마가 있어요.
Why?
그렇게 숨을 딱 들이마시잖아요.
Yeah.
그러면 이 어깨랑 이 막 뒷목에 막 힘이 들어가요.
Yeah, it does hurt your back a little bit. I agree. Yeah.
딱 이렇게 딱 긴장을 딱 해서
Right.
딱 몸에 힘을 빼라고 하잖아요. 근데 이제 이러고 있으면 이렇게 딱 힘이 딱 들어가서 이렇게 가라앉아요.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. It's almost like it's like you said, it's like you're being strangled a little bit. It takes practice, but
네.
that's my recommendation: is keep your lungs a little bit fuller than you think, and that helps floating on your back a lot. Yeah, but another thing is people say that if you're in an emergency situation, like for example, you fell off a boat and you're in the water and it might, like, just worst case scenario, it might be an hour before you're rescued, something horrible like that, right?
네.
They say floating on your back is the best way that you can survive for a long time. So yeah.
다행히 그래도 저는 이제 뜰 수는 있거든요.
Yeah.
배영 자세로.
Oh, right. If you have a flotation device, yeah, that'll help a lot. Yeah.
무슨 아니요.
No? Oh, I thought you were saying if you have like a life vest or a life jacket.
아니요. 그냥
Oh.
그냥 그 배영 자세로
Okay.
그냥 누워서
Mm.
그 이제 물에는 떠요.
Mm-hmm.
그리고 그렇게 하고 킥을 막 통통통 차면은 그 위로 가거든요.
Right.
근데 문제는 그 다른 사람들은 막그 아주머니들은 막 그 이 팔을 이렇게 위로 올리고 그 이렇게 누워서 막 가던데 그 저는 팔을 올리면 또 가라앉아요. 근데 문제는 그 배영 이렇게 누운 배영 자세에서 그 킥을 하는 연습을 해야 되니까
Right.
막 킥을 하거든요. 그럼 가잖아요, 앞으로.
Right.
뒤로 가는데 근데 문제는 제 머리 위에 뭐가 있는지 몰라요.
Right.
그래서 막 가다 보면 벽에 꿍 찍어요.
Right. Yeah,
그래서
so-
막 꿍 이렇게.
When you're laying on your back and kicking and moving, then you can hit your head on the side of the pool, like
네.
because you don't know where you are. So, okay, that reminds me. So when I was doing competitive swimming, also on backstroke. So you have the lane, right? You have the lane.
네.
When I was swimming, I would like go like this, like on my back, like I would kind of zigzag. But then I realized, like, I don't know why it took me so long to realize. If I look up at the ceiling, there was actually markings on the ceiling, like a line. And you could look at the line and follow that line. And there was, the markings also showed like where the edge of the pool was. So when you got closer, you would know it was coming. And
그쵸.
yeah.
맞아요.
So you get familiar with the certain pool sometimes where those
네.
markings are. Yeah.
그걸 맞아 좀 자세히.
Yeah.
근데 저 있는 곳이 천장이 그 진짜 넓거든요. 원래 수영장이 천장이 되게 높잖아요.
Yeah, the ceiling's really high up.
예, 그래서 그 아직 그 거리감 느낌을 잘 모르겠더라고요.
I see. Yeah, I don't know what else. Yeah, I guess when we're doing backstroke, sometimes when we think we're getting close to the end, we'll go back and kind of keep a hand like this and then go back.
근데 맞아요,
So
맞아요.
that way you can feel it touch on your hand.
네.
You switch. Yeah. So.
네, 그래서 저 한 머리 한 4번 찍고 나서
Yeah.
그 아주머니들은 팔을 이렇게 하고 막 하길래 그 저도 이걸 해보려고 했는데 저는 팔을 올리면 이게 가라앉더라고요.
Sure. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've hit my head a few times like that,
네.
but not too many. It's usually not so bad because, like, it's not like you're going really, really fast anyway. So,
맞아요.
yeah, it's not too bad.
네.
Okay. How long have you tried this? Tell me, how long can you hold your breath underwater?
그거 안 해봤는데.
You haven't tried it?
네, 안 해봤어요.
Oh, okay. So when I was younger, I don't know if this is an American thing or what, but when we go to the pool when we're younger, sometimes we'll like try to see how long we can stay underwater. And so like just starting out, like when you first try it, like 30 seconds is, pretty decent.
네.
But I practiced it a lot and I started getting to maybe a minute and 30 seconds.
오.
Yeah, which is a very like it's a long time. Like some people can literally go like 5 minutes. Like really really crazy people can do it for a long time. But for me, like a minute and a half, like I was able to do that for a while. And okay, I was just curious if you knew. Yeah.
그냥 꾹 참는 거예요?
What?
그냥 숨을 참기만 하는 거예요?
Yeah. How long underwater?
그러니까
Yeah.
그냥 그 물 안에 딱 들어가서
Yeah.
그 숨을 그냥 합 이렇게 안 쉬는 거?
Well, you can breathe out a little bit.
그쵸.
You can breathe as you go, but yeah, then once you run out of air, you have to come back up, obviously.
그렇게
Yeah.
조금씩 후
A
숨을
little bit.
뱉으면서 그렇게 1분 30초를 버텼어요?
Yeah.
와, 그렇구나.
No, not 3.5. 1.5.
1분 30초.
Yeah,
1분
yeah.
30초.
Oh,
네.
yeah.
와.
Yeah.
아,
Yeah.
그렇구나. 좀 그런 호흡 연습도 해야 할 것 같고 좀 할 게 많네요, 제가.
Yeah. Okay.
그
What else? Swimming. Is there anything else?
뭐 그 이거는 굳이 수영 얘기는 아닌데
mm-hmm.
그 제가 10월 1일에 처음 수영장에 갔다고 했잖아요.
Mm-hmm.
근데 그 제가 진짜 성인 되고 아니 어릴 때도 수영장을 많이 안 가봐서 제가
Mm-hmm.
그 큰 수영장에 수영 레슨을 들으러 난생 처음 가본 거였는데
Mm-hmm.
그 레인이 10개인데 막 최소 사람들이 레인 하나마다 10명 있고 막 하니까 막 그 수영장에 한 100명이 넘는 사람들이 막 바글바글 했거든요.
Uh-huh.
막 바글바글은 아니고 그냥 와글와글한 수영장인데 그래서 막 시끄럽고 막 그 천장 높고 막 물 있고 하니까 막 목소리는 울리고 막 누구
Yeah,
소리
yeah,
지르고
yeah.
막 그러고 있는데
Mm-hmm.
그렇게 10월에 첫날 딱 레슨 첫날에 그 일본 레인에서 그 선생님이 딱 물어보는 거예요. 그 오늘 완전히 수영 처음 배우시는 분들, 수영 레슨 처음 오신 분들 손 드세요 하니까
Mm-hmm.
저하고 다른 아주머니 두 분이 계셨어요.
Just only those two people? Everybody else had done lessons?
네, 다 지난달부터 배웠던 사람인 거죠.
Uh-huh.
그래서 진짜 이번 달에 새로 등록한 사람은 저를 포함해서 3명밖에 없었던 거예요.
Mm-hmm.
그래서 막 그 완전 처음이니까 막 물에 들어가서 코로 숨 뱉고 나와서 뭐 입으로 이렇게 숨을 마시고 뭐 그거부터 했거든요.
Yeah.
근데 그 저는 그렇게 물 안으로 머리를 넣어 보는 게 처음이잖아요. 저 너무 무서웠거든요.
A little bit. I mean, I don't know. Actually,
저는
I see. You know, I just remembered something. One other thing I don't like when I'm swimming is I really don't like to open my eyes when I'm underwater. So if I go underwater, I keep my eyes closed. I don't open them. I don't like.
그 안경 끼고 수경.
Yeah. You if I use swim goggles, then yes. But like
네.
is some people I would say most people don't wear swimming goggles when they swim. But some people will open their eyes even without swim goggles when they're underwater. I just hate that. I hate it so much. Like,
저도 싫을
like
것
that.
같아요.
Yeah.
네.
So yeah.
아무튼 그래서 그렇게 하니까 전 진짜 처음에 숨 쉬는 것도 좀 어려웠거든요.
Mm-hmm.
근데 그 옆에 같이 있던 아주머니 두 분은
Mm-hmm.
막 그냥 막 음파 막 하고 있는 거예요. 그래서 알고 보니까 옛날에 수영을 좀 배웠던 분들인 거예요.
Mm-hmm.
근데 이번에 오랜만에 다시 와서 그냥 제일 초급 레슨을 신청한 거였어요.
I see. So they maybe had experienced swimming a long time ago, and now they're just kind of relearning how to swim again.
네.
Okay.
그러니까 그래서 그 순간 저는 그 100명이 넘게 있는 넓은 수영장에서 수영을 가장 못하는 사람이었던 거예요.
You were the worst swimmer in the entire place out of 100 people, is what you think?
네. 100명도 아니야 한 150명 됐을걸요?
I see.
와, 그 진짜 그 150명 중에 꼴찌잖아, 꼴찌.
Mm-hmm.
그 꼴찌인데다가 저는 막 숨 쉬는 것도 막 어려워하고 막 벌벌 떨고. 근데
Yeah. Well,
근데 재밌었어요.
That's good.
그 느낌이.
Yeah. So maybe you're the worst swimmer there, but maybe you're also the bravest swimmer there.
그렇죠.
Yeah.
네.
Amazing.
그래서 진짜 그래서 되게 많은 생각이 들었어요. 그 첫날 레슨을 하고 나서
Mm-hmm.
어디 가서 이렇게 막 100명 중에 꼴찌인 경험을 또 해보겠나.
Mm-hmm.
그런 생각이 들더라고요.
I see.
네.
That's cool. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered one other thing. I have a friend who was a lifeguard for 3 years, maybe not a long
네.
time, but
네.
and so we always ask him for stories about people he saved in the pool, and there was a few times where he had to like jump in the pool and help somebody, right? Like
네.
not super dangerous, but yeah.
어,
So anyway, was just thinking about lifeguards. It's a weird
네.
job, I think.
그래요? 왜요?
Because most of the time as a lifeguard, your goal is just to yell at people and tell them not to do something dangerous. Like you if you have to go and help somebody who has a dangerous situation, like you've almost already failed. Like you should be telling people not to get in a dangerous situation in the first place. So your job is just to yell at people. Like, stop doing that. Stop.
맞네요.
So I don't know. That's why I think it's a weird job.
그렇네.
Yeah. And you just have to watch people too. You have to
맞아요. 계속 딱 봐야죠.
you have to focus. I don't know. It just seems hard. I don't think it would be a fun job for me.
그렇네요. 그게 좀 그 책임감이 강할수록 더 힘들 것 같아요.
Yeah, having a lot of responsibility. If something bad happens, it's your fault. Like, oh my god.
예. 근데 만약에 뭐 그냥 뭐 대충 일하는 사람이면 그렇게 스트레스를 안 받을 것 같은데 그럼 큰 문제가 생길 수도 있겠죠. 근데 그러면
Right.
네.
Makes sense.
수영을 그렇게 잘하면 그 카약 캠핑 이런 것도 할 수 있을 텐데 그렇죠?
Oh yeah, have I told you about that?
네. 저번에
Okay,
그
yeah.
녹화 전에
Right. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I've gone canoe camping maybe 5 or 6 times, and out of all the types of camping I've tried, it's my favorite. I really love canoe camping. But in all the times that I've canoe camped, I haven't needed to swim. There's never been it hasn't been a requirement. Like definitely it was very, very important, like, for safety reasons.
그렇죠.
But I've never needed to I've never fallen in the water or anything like that. But one time when we went canoe camping, like we paddled out our boats to this island. And on the island there was like a sandy beach, and it was like warm outside. And while we were camping, we went and swam in was it a lake or a river? I guess it was a lake. Yeah, we swam in the lake a few times every day, and it was so nice. Yeah, it was really, really great.
좋아. 근데 일단 아무리 그 카누 캠핑을 하다가 물에 빠질 일이 없다고 해도 그래도 물에 빠졌을 때 수영을 할 수 있어야 그걸 할 수 있잖아요.
Yeah, definitely.
네, 저는 못하죠. 그래서
okay.
열심히 해야 되겠습니다.
Definitely. Yeah, keep going. Keep at it. And
네.
I feel like within a few more lessons you'll feel much more comfortable. So.
네. 근데 그 제가 그렇게 첫날에 엄청 막 무서웠다고 했잖아요. 근데 사실 한 2주 정도까지는 계속 무서웠거든요. 근데 이제는 그렇게 안 무서워요.
Oh, good. That's great. Yeah.
네.
So maybe for the first few weeks it was scary, but now you're feeling more comfortable. So that's really good.
네.
Cool.
그렇습니다.
All right.
네. 자, 그러면 이쯤에서 마무리할까요?
Yeah. Let's wrap up.
네. 좋습니다. 그러면은 이번 시간 수영에 대해서 이런저런 이야기를 나눠봤고요. 네, 수영 어떻게 잘하는지 모르는 사람과 수영 어떻게 못하는지 모르는 사람의
I'm just listening. Sorry. So yeah. People who are learning how to swim or who can't swim. Yeah.
그러니까 저는
Yeah.
그러니까 수영 잘하는 걸 모르는 사람. 그리고 찌푸는 수영 잘 못하는 걸 어떻게 하는지 모르는 사람.
I see. Between the two of us, somebody who doesn't know how it's possible to swim well, and somebody who doesn't know how it's possible to not swim. Yeah. Right.
그렇죠.
Yeah. Very different perspectives on this one, I guess. Yeah.
그렇습니다. 아주 흥미로운 대화였고요. 그럼 저희는 또 다음 주에 유익하고 흥미로운 영상으로 돌아오겠고요. 또 주제 추천과 사연은 얼마든지 환영합니다.
Yeah, we'll be back again with another interesting topic, and please feel free to suggest more in the comments, and we'll take a look at them. Yeah.
네, 그러면 저는 하프앤하프의 정태웅이었습니다. 감사합니다.
And I'm Jeep. You've been listening to Half and Half, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Stay safe in the water. Bye.